Welcome, it's Dome, and welcome to this crypto update. Now, as you can see, the price of Bitcoin had a bounce at $93,500, and right now we're looking at 98,500. So we practically nailed the bottom call in my last update, even though I said that it's likely that we head to the upside first, then go tag that 93,000 price level, but we actually went to the downside first, and then we headed for this range high now. But right now, Bitcoin looks a little bit shaky. So when we take a look at the RSI, you can see that we had a massive bounce on the RSI here. So we have gone too high, too fast, in my opinion. So it's likely that we have a breather in a short period of time because the fundamentals do not really support this price action for now. But at the same time, I have to show that we are basically, even though we have a bullish, a bearish divergence here with RSI and price action, lower highs here on the price action, but higher highs here on RSI. That is a bearish divergence, but we also have a bullish breakout from this level here. So in my opinion, we will most likely have a small pullback here, and then we might be headed for a breakout here. But right now, it seems like Bitcoin would like to have a breather in price action. So basically, I'm looking for lower prices for now. But that's my short analysis of the price. Now let's take a look at a longer view and look at the news that are basically overtaking the markets. And first off, obviously everybody knows this already, but Donald Trump is now shitting on Zelensky and Ukraine. He's basically forcing Ukraine to do a peace deal with Russia as soon as possible. So I have highlighted this tweet here. He had a speech along with this, basically saying the same exact words here. But let's go through this so you understand what's going on. So first of all, he's commending Zelensky for being a modestly successful comedian, but then he starts the shit talk. So he basically talked United States to spending $350 billion into a war that could not be won. So he's saying that practically that this was never a war that could have even be won by Ukraine against Russia, and that Zelensky and Ukraine is to blame for the war. And also he's blaming Europe and obviously sleepy Joe Biden that Europe's money is guaranteed, but United States will get nothing back because the deal was so bad. And he's now complaining here that Zelensky admits that half of the money that they sent to him is missing, so nowhere to be found. He refuses to have elections. So Zelensky is practically a dictator without elections, and then he's basically blackmailing Zelensky that he better move fast or he is not going to have a country left. And then he says that Zelensky has done a terrible job for his country, which is shattered and killed millions of people. So that's what's going on here, but this obviously continues. So then he made this post here, and in this one, he is quoting Elon Musk. So, Elon Musk, the president's instincts on Ukraine are absolutely right. It is really sad that so many parents have lost their sons and so many sons their fathers in this pointless war. So, what's basically going to happen next is Donald Trump and Elon Musk, they control Ukraine by the balls completely. So, what I mean by this is modern warfare is reliant on satellite imagery. It is reliant on internet connections for the drones. And Donald Trump is currently, or United States, they are supplying Ukraine with satellite imagery for missile guidance, for enemy movements, and all of that. If Donald Trump shuts down satellite imagery in modern warfare, that practically makes Ukraine army completely blind, and the people fighting there absolute target dummies. So Ukraine has absolutely zero chance of winning, even if Europe was able to find $1 trillion to support Ukraine in this war, because they would be blind. And combine that with Elon Musk, who has supplied Ukraine with free Starlink connections. And the Starlink connections are used for drone warfare. They are used for frontline internet connections that they can have 24/7 communications, and they have a view of the battlefield, enemy movements, and all of these things. If you take out both internet and satellite, you are absolutely blind in modern warfare. So that is the leverage that Donald Trump and United States has against Ukraine. So what this means is that Ukraine will have to do a peace deal, and they have no choice, because the other choice is that everybody dies in Ukraine army, or they get captured by Russians. So basically, the only practical uh, choice is to have peace. So peace is what they're most likely going to have next, regardless what Ukraine wants or Europe wants. That is the sad reality of the situation, but it is the reality. And most likely, all of this is bullish for Bitcoin, for the reason that this is bullish for neutral payment networks. As trust is eroding between allies, as trust is eroding between United States and China and Russia, people will navigate towards neutral payment networks, aka Bitcoin, and even crypto like Ethereum and USDT and these kind of um neutral networks. So for these reasons, this is bullish for Bitcoin. That's basically what I'm getting at. Anyway, moving on. I don't want to hear a political fight if this is right or wrong, or complain to me that I'm whatever. But this is simply the reality of the situation. Next, going back to what I said in the previous update, David Sachs has teased us that there will be important announcements coming for crypto regulation. We haven't really heard anything since then. So this is still the latest post from David Sachs. So we're still waiting on those updates. Maybe they will come today, or maybe they will come next week. Who knows when they will come? But we're still waiting for those announcements. Maybe that will be the catalyst that will push Bitcoin price to the to higher. But I don't know. Next, Donald Trump mentioned Bitcoin in a new speech. So he said that Bitcoin has set multiple all-time highs since his election win, because everybody knows that he's committed to making America the crypto capital of the world. We want to stay at the forefront of everything, and one of them is crypto. I don't know if this really means anything for price potential, but this simply emphasizes that he's saying that crypto price appreciation is an indicator of his success, whatever that means. Next, foreign minister in EU has reportedly planned a $700 billion weapons package to arm Europe. And this is, in my opinion, what's going to happen as well. So, as this uh, war comes to a settlement, it will mean that Europe will have to spend more money on its military. And that means money printing as well. But military budget, military sizes in Europe will get bigger. I do have some worries for that, because I don't want to see another actual major war break out between multiple countries. But at the same time, it will bring more security for Europe. So this is basically just the thing that will eventually happen. So this means money printing. They don't have this money, so they most likely will do it through inflation. So again, most likely pushing Bitcoin higher. So that's what's going on here. Now, looking at fundamentals, I do unfortunately have to say that we saw a massive outflow from Bitcoin ETFs yesterday. So when we take a look at the chart here, you can see these outflows have been just absolutely constantly going on for many, many, many days in a row as well. There was one day where we saw $66 million of inflows, but then that turned back to outflows again. So let's see if this will turn around quite soon. Eventually, obviously, it will. We don't know when, but this has been the situation here. And when we go and take a look at sentiment, last time I told you guys that we did see inflows into Bitcoin, into exchanges, and this is usually bearish, because that means that people want to most likely sell their Bitcoin when they deposit Bitcoin onto exchanges. And that's when we saw this dip here. Now we have seen some people take Bitcoin again out of exchanges, and that basically was followed with this price move here. But when we go down here, you can still see that stablecoin mints have been just absolutely flat, no difference here. So this is fundamentally, it's not bad, but it's neutral. It's not really a sign of a major price move, explosive price move in a near term. That's why I think we will also have a breather in a near term. We are not seeing a lot of selling, which is good, from old wallets that have held Bitcoin for more than 90 days or even more than 3 years. Practically no selling here. Fundamentally, that is obviously good. But here's something to worry about. So when we take a look at Bitcoin supply distribution, you can see that wallets that have 10,000 to 100,000 Bitcoin, they have basically been selling on this price action here. So right now, let me actually refresh this to see if we have any update here. No, they have actually been selling even more. So this kind of signals to me that the fundamentals don't really support the current price action as well, because we are seeing outflows from Bitcoin ETFs. If that continues, but price continues to go to the upside, obviously that's a divergence, and it's just likely that Bitcoin will have a breather. Now, right now, I don't think that $93,500 will be broken anymore, because when we take a look at this trend line here or this trend line here, this is basically, this has to hold. If this does not hold, then we are looking for much, much lower prices. So right now, what I'm kind of looking for is I'm looking for entries at $97,000, $96,000. Let me get it. $96,000, entries at even $95,000. That's basically the price levels that I'm looking to buy Bitcoin at, and then I'm expecting a breakout of this downtrend here. But at the same time, if that fails and we go here, that's where I will have my stop losses, and then I will be looking for new trades, probably to the downside. But that's my update for today. I hope you got some value out of it. And for obviously altcoins, I don't really want to talk about altcoins as of now. They will most likely just follow Bitcoin price action anyway until we break out of this structure here. So Bitcoin is where all of the interest is at for now. So thanks for watching this update. By the way, I forgot to tell you guys, but I am affiliated with Bybit.com. There's a link in the pinned comment below if you want to sign up for Bybit for longing, shorting, using copy trading features, doing anything you want with Bybit. Thanks for watching this video, and bye bye.